Hello everyone, welcome back to our Odoo accounting series. In this video, we are going to discuss what is Continental Accounting and what is the difference between Anglo-Saxon Accounting and Continental Accounting, and how we can use Continental Accounting in Odoo accounting module, and what are the key features of that key Continental Accounting, and in which countries Continental Accounting are commonly used. So, what is the clear difference between Anglo-Saxon Accounting and Continental Accounting? In our previous videos, I discussed Anglo-Saxon Accounting in depth with the examples. So, what is the clear difference between Continental Accounting and the Anglo-Saxon Accounting? So in Anglo-Saxon accounting, expense records at the time when you create invoice or when you purchase something to your customer. Like expense register into your accounting system when you purchase something to your customers. But in continental accounting, expense records into accounting system when you purchase stock from your vendor. So this is a clear difference between continental accounting and Anglo-Saxon accounting. If you not familiar with Anglo-Saxon accounting, please watch my previous video so you can get a good idea how Anglo-Saxon accounting works in Odoo accounting module. So our continental accounting is our default accounting method, accounting type in Odoo accounting module, and where it commonly used in Europe countries like France, Germany, Spain, Italy, and Latin America. The continental accounting mostly used. The method is focused on tax compliance and legal reporting rather than investor-focused financial reporting. So, in our Anglo-Saxon accounting, we discussed our main focus is on profit and loss, and main focus on investor-focused financial reporting. But in continental accounting, our focus is on tax compliance methods. So this is a clear difference between both accounting methods. And what are the other benefits? Simpler accounting for business. Yes, continental accounting is as simple as compared to Anglo-Saxon accounting. So we watched in the Anglo-Saxon accounting videos that transactions are complicated as compared to the continental accounting. So also easy tax compliance and government reporting, and the other benefit is better for local businesses with no investor focus. So let's move with the Odoo ERP system accounting module, and let's see with the example how continental accounting works in Odoo accounting module. So I'll go into my, before moving with to the example, I'll show you a table in continental accounting how purchase process and sale process work. In continental accounting, in purchase process, when we create a purchase order, no accounts will affect. When we will receive the products, when validate the receipt from the vendor, at that time stock valuation account and stock interim account receipt will hit at the same time, because stock valuation account is also current asset. Stock interim account received also a current assets, but stock valuation account will increase. It will show values on the debit side. Stock interim account received will decrease. It will show transaction onto the credit side. Same when we create the bill for our vendor, expense account will hit and it show transaction onto the debit side because expense account will increase, and account payable account will show transaction onto the credit side due to its nature of liability, and it will show transaction onto the credit side. This account will also increase. But when we register the payment, account payable account will decrease and show transaction onto the debit side. Same like with the outstanding payments account, it will increase, and this is basically liability by nature. It will show values onto the credit side. And when we reconcile our transactions, it will with the bank statement. It will reduce outstanding payments and increase our bank account, which is basically asset, and show transactions according to their nature on debit and credit side. So let's move with an example. We will start with the purchase process first. So I will go into Odoo ERP system. I'll search for the accounting module. To use the continental accounting, you have to confirm that the Anglo-Saxon accounting configuration should be disabled. So if I search for the Anglo-Saxon accounting here, this is already disabled in our accounting system. So I'll go into our purchase module, and I will create a new RFQ here and select customer Amy Watson here, vendor, sorry, not the customer, and select a product table here. In our previous videos where we discussed Anglo-Saxon accounting, I took an example of dining table here. So I'm doing with the same example here in this video. I'll select the dining table here, and I will choose the quantities 5 here, or maybe 10 here, and I will save and confirm the order. If I go into our accounting system, if I go into our accounting system, into the accounting system, into the journal items, and if I search for the journal entry, so you can see there is no such journal items, journal transactions occur when we confirm our purchase order, because if we look into the table, no transactions will occur, no accounts will affect in during our purchase order. Only these chart of accounts, these accounts will affect when we receive products from the vendor. So our purchase order is confirmed, receipt is already generated by the system. So I'll go into the receipt and validate this receipt. So when I go into our journal items again, and I'll search by partner, and you can see Amy Watson. His system generated two items here, two journal items transactions here, and it showed that two chart of accounts hit: stock interim received account and stock valuation account. Stock interim received account show transaction onto the credit side, and stock valuation account is showing transaction onto the debit side. So if you look into the table, so same flow, our table is showing us that stock valuation account will show transaction onto the debit side, and stock interim account will show transaction onto the credit side. So now moving further, I will create a bill of this purchase order, and we'll see how expense account will affect, and also account payable account will affect into the Continental Accounting. So I will click on to the create bill button, and I will confirm this create, and I'll select date here 10. I will confirm this bill here, and if I look into the journal items, this expenses account is affected and recorded in our when we create bill here. So but in Anglo-Saxon accounting, we looked at the expense only recorded at that time when we sell something to the customer, like when we create invoice for our customer. But in Continental Accounting, when we purchase something and we create bill for the vendor, at that time expense records into our system. So this is a clear difference between Continental Accounting and the Anglo-Saxon accounting. So expense account is, you can see here, is being debit, account payable account is being credit here. If we look into the table, so expense account is being debit and account payable account will being credit. So this is you can see our transactions are working according to our purchase table flow. Now what is the next step? Next step is, because we system registered the expense increase into the system. So next thing is we will register the payment here into our system. When we click onto the pay, and I will click on create payment button. So one payment will be generated for us. And if I click onto the journal entry, in journal entry, you can see outstanding delivered account is showing credit value, and account payable account is showing the debit value here. So if we look into our table, so when we will register the payment, account payable account should be show debit values, and outstanding payment account should show the credit value. So same here, we can see the outstanding delivered account is showing the credit value, and account payable account is showing the debit value. So after when we reconcile our transaction with our bank statement, then outstanding payment account will decrease and it will show transaction onto the debit side, and bank account will increase, it will show transaction onto the debit side. So this is a clear difference between Continental Accounting and the Anglo-Saxon accounting purchase process. The main difference is, in Continental Accounting, we system record expense at the time of vendor bill creation. In our Anglo-Saxon accounting, system records the expense at the time of creating the invoice. So I hope this concept is clear to you for the purchase process. In our next video, I will discuss how the sale process works in our Continental Accounting. If you like this video, please like and share this video with your other Odoo friends who are learning Odoo. And stay tuned for my next video. Keep learning, keep growing. And for now, thank you for your time. Have a good one. Bye.